Your progress in life, your achievement in life is limited by your best excuse. Activity of lazy people that I want to talk about is criticism and excuses. Every person who has a slothful attitude, remember I said last week that the word lazy also means slothful. And I tell you, when you see slothful people, they can criticize. They are the greatest critics you can find anywhere. They will criticize people in leadership. They will criticize a businessman. They know the businessman who did juju. They know the one who did not do juju. And because they don't believe that anybody can succeed legally and legitimately without cutting corners. I mean, there are some people who don't believe that. And they begin to tell you, but we're all Nigerians. We're all in this country. We know the way the economy is. How can anybody make money in this kind of economy? How can anybody succeed? He must have a secret that we don't know. Well, yes, you're right. He has a secret that you don't know. He does work when you are busy sleeping. He is busy connecting when you are busy disconnecting. He is busy making, trying to find out information, looking for answers to people's questions, solutions to people's problems, while all you're doing is busy complaining. So a lazy man will criticize a lot. And the second thing is that a lazy man will give a lot of excuses for the way he is. Now, imagine this scenario. You see somebody who drives by in a very beautiful car. You like the car. But the person is a young man. And then you now look at him, and then you come to the immediate conclusion. This young man, for him to get that kind of car, he must be a yahoo. He must have done this, he must have done that. What you're simply saying in essence is, you have excluded yourself from the category of people who can ride that kind of car. Because you are not going to, since you don't want to do yahoo, since you are not going to go into any underhand business, you are saying in essence that it is wrong for anybody at that age to own that car. Well, it's not true. There are a whole lot of opportunities in Nigeria today that a person can sit down in his house and work from home, selling things online, doing all kinds of businesses internationally without being crooked, without doing yahoo, without swindling anybody. I mean, there are human beings, Nigerians today. There's a young lady who's just about 30, who's less than 40, who is a billionaire in Nigeria today because she writes a blog. The blog has become very popular. People are on the blog. People read the blog, and as a result of that, because of the traffic to that blog, a lot of people want to advertise on that blog so that their products are seen. The products and services are seen on that blog. With every advertisement that goes on that blog, she makes a lot of money. So there are opportunities. The whole world has become a global village. You can stay in your room and be doing business internationally, connecting to thousands, hundreds of thousands of people online. So the Proverbs 26 verse 16, it says, "The lazy man is wiser in his own eyes than 7 men who can answer sensibly." Now, when you see a lazy man, his excuse, the things he tells himself, the stories he tells himself, are the things that he believes are credible. He doesn't want to hear any other side of the story. And I love a scripture, I think it's Proverbs 22, verse 13, where it says that, the lazy man says, there is a lion out there on the street, and I will be slain in the street. There's a lion outside. He has not left his room. He has not left his bed. He's already thinking of the problem outside. When you see a lazy person, he's always thinking more of the problems that follow a particular line of pursuit rather than the prospects that are in that line of pursuit. When you tell him there is this opportunity that is open, maybe for investment or something like that, the lazy man is constantly, trying to excuse himself out of it by telling you all the big problems that are associated with that particular line of investment. So, as long as he can give excuses, he believes that he's okay. Can you imagine? He has not left his room, and you ask him, why are you still indoors at this time? He says, there's a lion out there on the street. I don't want the lion to attack me. Now, how did he know there was a lion on the street when he had not even ventured? Now, one thing that I need to tell you, and mark this, if you don't get anything from this program today, keep this. Your progress in life, your achievement in life is limited by your best excuse. What is your best excuse? Look at it. Anything you can excuse, you cannot exceed. In other words, if you decide to excuse sleeping for 10 hours, you can't conquer it. If you decide to excuse your poverty, you cannot conquer poverty. Or you say, well, you see, the reason why I'm like this is because my father didn't send me to a good school. Or the reason why I'm like this is because, when I was growing up, I had very hard times, and nobody gave me opportunities. Well, you're now grown up. So if nobody's giving you opportunities, look for the opportunities yourself and take advantage of those opportunities. Opportunities are everywhere around you. It's either one is coming towards you or one is passing you by. So the critical issue is, are your eyes open to see those opportunities? Proverbs chapter 20 verse 4, it says that the lazy man will not plow because of winter. In other words, it says, the season for planting is not now. Well, I have news for you. There are crops for every season. There are some crops that grow best in the dry season. There are some that grow best in the rainy season. So it depends on your disposition. So it says he will not plow in winter, and for that reason he will beg and have nothing. You don't want to be like that. Stop giving excuses for your laziness.